Good morning, Oklahoma. My name's Scott Clawson. I'm subbing in for Dr. Johnson today on Cow-Calf Corner, and we're going to talk about LRP insurance. So first off, just what is LRP? It's gotten a lot of publicity lately and gotten very popular. LRP stands for Livestock Risk Protection, and that's an insurance that cattle producers can buy. Its primary focus is to help minimize price risk. And in this application, that would just simply means it allows producers to put a price floor underneath those cattle. So if prices go up, they can benefit from good markets. And if they go down, then it'll help support them on the downside of the market there. Some of the reasons to look at LRP insurance is that, first of all, it's a per head product. So we don't have to have big lots of cattle that are similar in kind to make it function. It's also very versatile. There's a component of it that can fit about any operation. And then lastly, one of the big benefits is that the premium isn't due until at the end of the policy. So once you sell cattle, the premium will be due then if you owe one. And then it doesn't tie up operating capital or lines of credit that you might operate off of. When we think about kind of walking producers through the process, I like to think of it in a couple of steps. The first one is just thinking about cattle that are on the ground now. So if the weight at the end of the policy is going to be under 600 pounds, think about weaned calves, things like that, then that would be a weight 1 category. And then there's steers and heifers within that category. If they're going to be bigger, 600 to 1,000 pounds, then we would call that a weight 2 category and has steers and heifers broken down there. One of the biggest benefits of using that is it gives you price protection through that period with still being able to enjoy the upside of the market. One of them that's kind of lesser used is the unborn policy. So if we think about if we have bred heifers, bred cows, things like that, we can actually price protect that calf before it's born out into the future. And so if we think about the value of those breds right now is pretty significant. This just gives us a little stability going forward for that first year's calf revenue. Altogether, we think about using the LRP. I think a lot of folks think of it as kind of a big catastrophic loss situation where we have a big market downturn. And it's true that it'll help through that period, but we also need to remember that there is more volatility in the short run. So even in the past few years, when markets have been pretty good, there's still been periods where price protection would have been very beneficial. And maybe those setbacks in the markets are short term. Still, if that is our marketing period for the cattle, livestock risk protection can help us through that. So again, just all in all, great cattle markets that we're in. LRP, livestock risk protection, is going to provide us some price floors and some price risk management should the market not turn in our favor.